Hey, yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source. Backing you up with the information that matters to you. Hey, yo, check this out, man. The versus battle went down between Fat Joe and Ja Rule. And the winner was Ashanti. That's right. Ashanti was invited on, I guess, by both of them, because they both had hits. And I mean, it was a playful situation. We love it and all the whole 9 yards. But at the end of the day, everybody knows Ashanti won. And my gosh, she also looked incredible. Just to throw that out there. You see what I'm saying? And she was pleasant. Oh my gosh, she was very pleasant. Anyway, look. During the battle, a lot of people showed up, and JD got so hyped, Jermaine Dupri got so hyped that he challenged Diddy to the battle. Diddy responded by saying, essentially, nah, man, you ain't on my level, you ain't on my league. I'm really looking for Dre. T.I. was furious that Diddy responded that way concerning the South. In fact, it reminded him of when he challenged 50, and 50 was like, why are we even having this discussion? You see what I'm saying? Take a listen to what T.I. had to say on that.
You know, in watching the verses, like all of them, of course, I enjoy the energy. I love it. Being a kid who had the opportunity, to travel from Atlanta up to New York City every summer from 85 to 95, from the age of 5 to the age of 15, having real, strong ties, family, friends, business, personal, in New York. I have a different experience. I had to go up there. And one thing about New York, if you ain't from New York, you got to go up there and earn respect. You dig what I'm saying? Ain't nobody just gonna respect you just off face value. You got to go up there and earn that shit. And so that's what I did. I used to go up there, from the time I was 5. I think the first time I was going out, actually going out to play on my own and finding friends in New York was probably about, probably about 89, 90, you know what I mean? When that's when I was going PS 83, no, PS 84 I think, on 92nd Street. You know what I mean? Hanging out with my partners, Louis, Fernando, Noel, David, mostly Dominican and Puerto Rican cats. You know what I'm saying? And we'll play manhunt, Central Park, stoop ball, hot peas and butter. Basketball here, there. I always sucked at basketball though, so stick ball, shit like that. And goddamn, bruh. Every time I go up there, these are my friends, these are motherfuckers, I fuck with them, they fuck with me, And every time I go up there, it's a motherfucker I have to fight, in the first week or two. Because these motherfuckers, they want to talk about how I talk. They want to talk about how much we different. I'm like, okay, well, look, I'm going to show you how much we the same. We gonna get in the blender. You gonna see that come on, man. At the end of the day, we all real people. But after we got past that point, they saw, you did? They saw that I wasn't much different from them. They saw that we was kind of on the same, we was rocking with the same shit and on the same principles and morals and standards that brought us together. And you know what I mean? Shit that we believe in, shit that we hold true and that we value. So I understand how the cultures may be somewhat divided, but the principles are the same. You know? And so I understand how there is a culture clash. I understand how, you know what I mean? I get it. And I understand how most of the shit that they be talking about Southern people come from, one, a lack of experience, and two, well, it come from Southern people's lack of exposure. Because people in South Carolina, Alabama, some parts of Florida and Georgia don't necessarily have access to the same type of lifestyle, knowledge, experience. They just don't have the same access to it. Just don't have the same access to it. You dig? So they can't necessarily be as affluent, okay, or as well versed in certain things as New York or their New York counterparts. That don't mean that they're lesser than. That just means that they're less exposed. You know what I mean? I'm from the South. I mean, I've been up there and I played my hand, and I think I made, you know what I mean? I done slapped out with niggas. I done got it in with niggas, and then I done hung and cried with niggas when motherfuckers died or had, you know what I mean? Like, nigga, I got partners from up there. And shit, I got partners from down here too, and I understand that when you come down here, they don't understand what's going on up there. They don't even know what they missing. They don't even know what they missing. When I would travel from New York to come back down to Atlanta, and I share my experiences with my partners in Atlanta about what I experienced in New York, bruh, they don't want to hear that shit. I'm like, bruh, they got a big ass park, my nigga, that you can just go and hang and chill and kick it, and that motherfucker stretch out for miles and miles and miles. And bruh, you got a Times Square, and you can go to, you got just different. Trying to explain to an Atlanta nigga or a Southern nigga what the fuck a borough is, bro, it's a daunting task. But I just feel like, man, we have to understand and acknowledge, because most of the shit that I was going up to New York fighting about is the shit that came to pass. I remember I got into a big fight, nigga, about taking Outkast CD up there for the first time. I was about 12 years old, and Outkast had just came out, Southern Player Listed, and I think that was probably like right around the same time. Oh, Outkast, and we'll keep it on topic with Outkast, but just FYI, I think the Chronic had also dropped. Just shit that's other than New York. I think that's when New York was kind of having to accept the fact that there were other people in different regions that's doing this shit as good as them or better. You know what I mean? That was not a very comfortable accepting of the New York culture. And so me going up there and like, hey man, nigga, the Outkast shit, how the thing out? I think that might have been the same year that Wu-Tang came out, if I ain't mistaken. Or a big year or something. Like, it was a big year. It was a big year for New York too. But I'm like, hey, just as much as y'all celebrate this, nigga, you need to be up on this too, because this shit is, you know what I mean? I remember, man, we used to get to fights. We got to fight about this shit. And years later, that motherfucker like, man, that shit was. You put us up on that shit first, man, that shit was dope. But the thing is, why does it have to come to like fighting? Like, because to be honest with you, I didn't know Outkast at the time. These niggas didn't know Wu-Tang or Biggie or nobody. Like, what the fuck? Why can't we just understand this shit, man? It's great shit being done all over the motherfucking world. It's great shit being done all over the world, bro. So, when it get down to the versus conversation about, you know, Puff and JD or me and 50 and that shit just hit different, bro. It's like, oh, okay, what you think, nigga? You think you can't, what? Bruh, what's up? What you trying to say? What you trying to say, bruh? Jacka, you from New York? You saying Jacka, you from New York? Nigga, you like, bruh, come on, man. We all getting money. We all having, you know what I mean? Everybody done did they shit. And that is, and for one, we can't ever get too mixed up in a conversation that's based on opinions. It's all based on opinions. You know what I mean? So, and then for a motherfucker to say, oh, nah, you can't see him, you ain't on his level. Why, nigga? Because you say so? Fuck is you? What have you done? What made you the motherfucking judge and the jury? The end all be all. I ain't gonna never let nobody tell me who the fuck I am and ain't fit to go against. Got me fucked up, partner. Nigga, I like me against anybody, everybody, all the time. I don't give a fuck who you are. So, when I see JD tell Puff, shit, bro, I won't smoke. I think, but I also understand Puff's perspective. Because I know what it's like to have my man. Puff called out Dre. Puff on Dre. I understand that. I call that 50. I want 50. So I understand how, you know, Puff might be like, yeah, man, I got something I'm doing right here. You know what I mean? I got something I'm doing right here. I ain't really trying to get into that with you. This ain't for us. I got something going on already. I get that. But to say, but you can't even compete, bruh. It's 12 months in a year. If you had it 6 months, he had it 6 months too.
Hey, yo, your boy T.I. was furious, right? Like, I think he was so mad that he was calm. you understand what I'm saying, man? I think there's the frustration there. And I understand it. People in New York were very stubborn. You see what I'm saying? We're very, like, single-minded. Nothing is bigger than, like, New York, the city itself. You see what I'm saying? And you know what it is, man. If you don't travel outside of New York, it's even worse. You follow what I'm saying, man? Anyway, look, it looks like the rain's coming down, so your boy is out. Hey, yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source Backup. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. We're going to catch you on the flip side.